Sustainability.
I am sustainability.
I am
sustainability.
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 I am
sustainability.
We're in a world where sustainability, green, is a necessity. It's just not a nice conversation to have.
We need to do things differently. That the way we used to do things is really not working.
We are at an opportune time, and that looking out to 2019 and what this city can become from an environmental, an economic, and certainly a social perspective of the assets we have here to leverage is second to none.
If anything is going to happen in this regard, it does feel like now is the moment.
We are either at or very close to being at the tipping point.
The urgency is now an opportunity. We can't afford to lose this crisis.
This is a wonderful city. It's a good city. It has so much hope in it. When you think of how it began as a forest, it wasn't called Cleveland, it was called Forest City, because we were filled with nature and trees and everything. That's all here.
We have land, we have water, we have people. And those are the three greatest resources I think it takes to make a wonderful place to live.
What Cleveland has as an advantage relative to other regions is that we were the birthplace in many ways of the environmental movement. The technologies and practices that we've developed to remediate what was a very polluted waterway are technologies and processes that can be exported across the world as the rest of the world is waking up to their own environmental issues.
In many ways, it's a city of the North Coast, and it's a city of water, and it's a city that has a great history in the building of this nation.
Managing and stewarding water resources in a sustainable way, I think that will be a tremendous leadership opportunity for our region, as well as provide probably a very significant economic opportunity long-term for the region.
Many communities would die to have Lake Erie.
It's not about dividing good from bad or successful from unsuccessful, but it's about taking the resources at hand and putting them to productive, long-term, sustainable, balanced use.
In the act of dismantling buildings, we're creating economic activity. We're creating real jobs.
Much of the reasons why Cleveland prospered as an industrial economy are many of the reasons why we can prosper as a sustainable and green city.
It is the heart of manufacturing. And manufacturing from bolts and nuts to tubing, and it has the skill set of people to do that.
There's no doubt that we have to change our economy and how Cleveland's going to be a successful economy of manufacturing, but manufacturing different things. And if we don't look at green jobs as that opportunity, we may completely miss the boat, because there are plenty of other cities that are looking at this as an opportunity for them.
There's a whole economy that's built around this notion of sustainability.
Business is going to be the one that spearheads the change needed around the environment, around social and economic equality.
When you look at the opportunity from the perspective of both economic environment, you see opportunities that you never had seen before. And it creates a new innovative mindset that is spurring new strategies and new business opportunities in a variety of business industries.
I'm here to build a market around this that creates jobs, green jobs that are lasting jobs, and that can be regional jobs that are not outsourced.
So we presently have 9 suppliers. 7 of them are in Cuyahoga County, one's in Ashtabula County, and one's in California. Everything that we needed to be able to build our product is right here in the urban area.
When you can bring a community together and impose all of its resources, then you've got the chance of maintaining sustainability.
Sustainability is not just an environmental concept. Sustainability is about education systems. It's about health systems. So it's working cross-collaboratively with other sectors that are working on things like improvement of the public schools and improvement of access to health care.
You used to think of a low-income weatherization program as just coming in and blowing some insulation, putting some caulk on the window and leaving. And now what we have is this whole house approach. This is a family that needs those dollars that are now going to their utility bills to be able to pay for food and their kids' shoes and, you know, everything else that a home might need to be maintained. So if we're able to save them $300 or $400 on their gas bill, then that to us is adding to sustainability of the whole community.
In our regional economy, we spend over $9 billion on food. What we're hoping to do is get just a little sliver of that. If we can work towards 10% of capturing that economic driver for our regional economy, it can really have an impact.
When you have a special seed that nourishes life, you want to make sure and save that seed for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. You want to make sure and nourish that plant so that it has strong seeds. These young people are Cleveland's strong seeds.
And they think it's easy, but it's not. So I just try my hardest and do what I can do for this garden and for this community.
I think the 2019 vision for Cleveland can really be our Olympics. It's a shared call to action around a common set of strategic priorities with a definitive time frame.
By 2019, we will be a model of urban sustainability. We're going to be looked to not just nationally but globally as a place that understands sustainability at its core, that it's built into everything we do. We have sustainable systems that help provide an equitable city, a profitable city, and also an environmentally sound city.
10 years, my view is that a lot of people will be doing advanced energy. A lot of people will have solar panels and have more advanced ways to treat their water runoff in their urban areas. I want Cleveland to be the leader in that.
For our 50th anniversary, reclaim it as Cleveland 2019, one of the most sustainable places on the good earth.
One of the bigger ideas I hear about is using a good deal of the vacant land for gardening, you know, for community gardening.
In 2019, there will be a wind farm off the shores of the city of Cleveland. The power from that wind farm is going to be providing energy for the city of Cleveland and its residents.
We've got incredible market demand because of sort of the public policy environment, because of the business consciousness that has been raised out there, that we've got an opportunity to deliver products to a market that's pulling for new services and new solutions that enable the world to be more sustainable and to remediate damaged environments.
By creating these kind of businesses and jobs, we're really going to stabilize neighborhoods. So it's really an integrated economic and community development strategy.
We're going to create enough of a buzz and enough of an industry in deconstructing homes that you're going to see buildings coming down, being dismantled, you're going to see materials saved, jobs created, and new companies being created out of the harvesting of buildings and even out of the upcycling of the buildings.
And we just want to collaborate. We don't want to do it in a way that it really achieves the end in the shortest period of time, to make the greatest progress we can make in the shortest period of time.
To be in Ohio, better yet Cleveland, and to start it, and to be the leaders and be the first ones to do it, it brings a sense of pride and well-being, because you know what you're doing and you know that what you're doing is for a right reason.